Everything has come together in a perfect blend of these two Pokemon. You voted for Zekrom. Hello and welcome to the Zekrom episode. The superior Gen 5 box legendary. I'm not taking any criticism about that opinion at this time. This is the superior lightning horse. Sorry, Blitzel, sit down. This is so much cooler. Both of these Pokemon have the same shaped tail. I would love for Dunsparce to get like that big turbo tail. Oh, it's so cursed. Actually, you know what? The longer I look at it, the more I'm rocking with it. I've done a 180. I love this. It looked wet and floppy at first, but I was mistaken. I'm owning up to my mistake. I'm sorry I judged you too harshly, my child. He looks wise. The more I look, the more of a deep appreciation I develop for this fusion. Shiny Umbreon and Zekrom share a color palette, which I think is neat. I think the blue looks so good on Umbreon. One of my favorite shinies. Somehow, this is the most cursed bee fusion I've ever seen. It looks unfinished. It has eyes of prey. I know that's not a predator. The fin things look like they were drawn in Microsoft Paint. Let's see the reverse. Oh, this isn't that bad. It wants to be Mega Absol, too bad. I know the furries are going crazy for this one. I would like to use my one time to request the coolest Gargoyle we have ever seen. Aerodactyl Gargoyle would be so cool. It is a Gargoyle! I don't care what any of you say, that's a Gargoyle. And he looks great! Even if he does look like a Digimon. I would have loved a little bit more color, but the shading is really good, and you can tell what everything is. That's my only complaint. Great job. Kingler is one of my favorite Gen 1 Pokemon, and I could not tell you why. Maybe it's because he sounds funny. Kooky. Are crabs and spiders supposed to have similar legs? Because I hate it. The fusion is cool, the legs are not. I like that he's charging up the electricity in his claw, but I wonder why the tail didn't get the same treatment. That's like the whole point of Zekrom. The only color he gets is in his tail. Show me the reverse. You know what? I love it. It did everything right. The shading on the big pincer claw is so well done. He looks like a pissed off Santa. You've been very naughty this year. And then he slams you with a giant claw. I've always wanted to see Piplup turn into a harbinger of death. I'm finally gonna get my wish. This is the face of death and destruction. He's adorable. Why did they give him nipples? Wait a minute. Pause. Payton, enhance. Zoom. Why does it have nipples? So close to being the greatest sprite we've seen today. So close. I feel like Groudon's so heavy, wings wouldn't even be able to lift him off the ground. I don't care how big they are. He's not getting 2 feet off that ground. I think this is technically based on QREM, but it is easily the coolest fusion I have seen all day. This might be the coolest fusion I have ever seen. This might be it. Sources are saying this is a Bakugan reference. I'll let you guys duke that one out in the comments. I love everything about it. It looks incredibly badass. It captures both Pokemon so well. The shading is tight. It's just a 10. There's no two ways around it. This might be the thumbnail fusion too. I can't believe it. It makes my eyes feel good. Let's see the reverse. The only thing this fusion has going for it is the colors look great. But I think any black and blue Pokemon just looks fantastic. It's overall lazy. That's just Groudon with Zekrom's tail and wings. I don't even have to say that out loud to you. That's just visible. I have been saying we need a funny little monkey for a legendary. And I'm not talking Monkey Dory. I'm not talking Zarude. Is there a third one? Is there a third monkey legendary? We need a cool monkey legendary. Hopefully this fusion will suffice. It's cute, but it looks like a level 1 Yu-Gi-Oh card. It looks like a doodle. What is a sprite artist's version of a doodle? A draft, maybe? This looks like if Gligar was a monkey. Show me the reverse. I don't like anything that I'm seeing here. Not one redeeming quality. It can see me through the screen. Oh, I have goosebumps. I'm not kidding, my hair is standing up on end. That's genuine fear in my bones. I'm trying to imagine it holding a Coke can, and those fingers are not doing it for me. I just saw the eye again. We have to move on. As long as Zekrom's tail turns into a large magnet, I think I'll be happy. I got much more than I bargained for. This is so cool. It almost looks like a bumblebee. I like that the arms have magnets at the end, but he still has the claws. That is so cool. I imagine when he goes into battle, he clanks them together. That would go so hard. I think this could easily be a 10 if they just workshop the body a little bit. I think the lower portion just needs a little bit of work, but I love this concept. I would love to see some sort of lightning Grim Reaper. An electrified Scythe would go crazy. Not bad. The perspective makes this fusion look a lot smaller than I think it wants to be. I understand exactly what they're going for, and they execute it really well. This is super dope. But that one Scythe is taking up like a third of the real estate that this fusion gets. I'm gonna give it a B+, because I don't know how much you can do about it. I don't know if a different angle would still do this fusion justice. I wish this was my barber. He would give me the cleanest fade, I swear. We are right back in the same situation we had with Kabutops, where I want to see a Grim Reaper, but this time, make him a Praying Mantis. Mantis Reaper. That sounds like a Hollow Knight boss. I can't tell if this looks like an extra from Alien or if it looks like a Hollow Knight boss. I know a lot of you are saying Bug Spray. This fusion looks like Bug Spray would be the equivalent of Laughing Gas to this. It's a Godzilla villain. How are half of you gonna get mad at me for not picking up on Godzilla references when this is what the villains look like? No, I don't want to watch those movies. Why would I want to see this thing? You could hit this with a steamroller and it would walk it off. Good God. Maybe with this fusion, Zekrom will get the long overdue upgrade to his wings. Those wings are just not cutting it, dude. But Skarmory's wings are so cool. They're razor sharp. Is that Red-Eye Black Dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh? That is without a doubt Red-Eye's Black Dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh. Listen, I'm already down bad with all the Pokemon cards I've been getting. Please don't make me get into Yu-Gi-Oh! Show me the reverse. It's a little lazy, but the custom parts they did look so good. The color distribution is beautiful. I love that the head is a taser, too. 99% of it is just a Zekrom, but they made it work. You could tell it's supposed to be Skarmory. It's not that bad. It's very, very carried by the colors. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna say that I'll give it a C. Let's give Sneasel a little suit of armor, some tiny wings, and let's call it a day. Is this a JoJo's reference? Is that Ingo? Is that supposed to be Star Platinum? I respect the reference no matter what it may be, but I still would have loved to see Sneasel in a little suit of armor. Cute, but also a little disappointed. While these Pokemon do share the same chest, they have very different tails, so I wonder which direction they're gonna go with this one. Oh, it's so cool. I didn't think Mewtwo fusions could get this cool. Oh no, he's hot! I love the line of energy in the legs. That is such a nice touch. This has gotta be a 10 from me. It does everything right. Everything has come together in a perfect blend of these two Pokemon. He looks like an evil Medusa. Was Medusa evil? She was stone cold, I'll tell you that much. Some of you are going to get really mad at me when you hear me say, Zekrom is better than Reshiram in every single way. Just plain and simple. It's just better. Is it possible this is what the original dragon looked like? I don't like that it has two sets of hands. One on the white wings, one on the black wings. I think if they just got rid of the Reshiram hands, it would look great. I understand what they were trying to do. I think it's fine. I think it's fine at best. Let's see the reverse. This just proves to me that even if Zekrom was the fire dragon, it still would have cleared. I like his lava kneecaps and his candy corn toes. Moving on. I'm afraid that this fusion will be so cool, but made entirely of black pixels, so I won't be able to see what I'm looking at. But I know it's gotta be badass. Kinda built like Miss Magius. What is that little dingle-dangle hanging out the bottom side of the skirt? I want to know what that is. I was right. It's really hard to make out exactly what I'm looking at, but I think it looks fine. If this sprite is cool, it might successfully be my favorite rock electric type ever. All of them are bad. I am not allowed to say what this looks like. Marbles on a string. A couple Neptunes. This is a perfectly fine fusion, and I have nothing else to say about it. I would love to see a spirit coming out of a rock in the form of a jet engine. That would make my day. That's just a black hole. I want to like it, but I think it's too abstract for my taste. I don't know if I understand. Is this some sort of reference? Who took the top half off this Oreo? Show yourself. Let's see the reverse. We found the top half of the Oreo. It's got some pink guzz coming out of it. The orb thing looks like a soccer ball that was beat to death in gym class. The one that was always a little bit wet and really stung if you got hit in the face, but it was always deflated. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Put a 1 in chat if you would lick the Zekrom orb. It's a whole lot of ones. I'm rocking with it. You wouldn't lick the Zorb? I think I would. I think I would take a lick. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Zekrom orb? What are the odds this is going to be an Evangelion reference? All I can think of when I see that purple mech. Reference or not, this is one of the coolest fusions we've seen today. He looks like an engine samurai, who is also a mech. He looks like he transforms into a motorcycle. I love everything about it. Yo, Shinji's in there. Get out of there, Shinji. I love that they moved the tail to the top of the head. Now he can go turbo mode. Absolutely fantastic. Let's see the reverse. Bob said you had to bring me to the ball with you and hang with your friends. Why do I get such little brother vibes from this? My man's got scoliosis. Me too. What do you got against scoliosis? Ain't nothing wrong with a little gamer back. You know, I think they still could have made Jirachi an electric type. What were they afraid of? They could have done it. It would have been so easy. Oh my god. What divine being is this? This reminds me of a Kirby boss. I absolutely love it. Don't get me wrong. I'm just intimidated. That's all. It looks like a Final Fantasy summon. I love it. I love it. Let's see the reverse. Oh my god. I think I love it. Evil Jirachi being awakened. Its latent power is exploding from its body. This is so ominous. The fact that the body is still sleeping, but the chest eye has awoken, looks like an earthbound enemy. A low-level one at that. I wish I could sleep that long. 1,000 years? That's a nap. That's light work. A guy like me could sleep 3,000 years easy. Give Zekrom a funny hat. I want to love it so bad, but we've got Corviknight at home. The wings are simply too big. They are 80% of this fusion. They're even covering the tail, which is an important part of the fusion. But the name is Zekrom, which I really like. I think with a different pose or maybe a different angle, this could have been an all-star sprite today. Peyton, put this fusion and Gargoyle Aerodactyl on top of a skyscraper. Show me the reverse. I was not expecting such cool fusions from Honchkrow. Actually, I just realized it looks like it's trying really hard to count to 3.
What comes after 2?
I love that they switched up the colors on the tail. Oh, that's the first time we've seen that. Honchkrow? That sounds tight. I want to add Pinsir to the poles, but I know it would sweep, and I don't know if I'm ready for that mentally. I don't think I can handle the teeth. You know, I'm just glad this fusion is facing away from us, because I'm terrified to see what the front looks like. I know the image is low quality, but it looks like Agumon with extra steps. I don't know if that was the intention, but that's the vibe I'm getting. What if they give Zekrom a fly-ass haircut? What if that's it? Give him the JoJo's Part 5 haircut. Oh, that's actually way cooler than me clowning. He looks like he would eat me for Thanksgiving. Oh, I love the tail. The colors are so well done in this, but I hate looking at buff Ho-Oh. Let's see the reverse. He looks sad. This fusion just worked a 9 to 5 for minimum wage and had to come home and feed 9 kids. Don't say he's choking on a hot dog. Put a 1 in chat if you would give this fusion the Heimlich. Put a 2 in chat if you'd let him suffer. Show me a godly platypus. I've never known true fear until this very moment. I don't know his intentions, but I'm willing to give him whatever he wants. Show me the reverse. Oh, why is he thick? Looks like Plessy from Mario 64 has been hitting the gym. Especially the squats. A cake. He's got the whole fucking bakery back there. I think euthanization is too good a fate for you. Show me Draco Malfoy casting an electric spell. Is that a fucking stealth bomber? I didn't think a Pidgeot fusion could be this cool. I'm a little stun-locked. Why is it mechanical? I'm not sure, but I love it. It reminds me of that mechanical bird from BioShock Infinite. The one with the jump scare. That still haunts me. These two could fuse into Sonic, and I would not be surprised. Show me Super Sonic? Chaos Emerald Sonic? I'm not a Sonic player. I don't know what you guys call him. Shadow? Maybe Shadow. This is something much different. Somehow, this looks more like Mega Charizard X than the Charizard fusion does. Show me a divine god of thunder. Don't say electric llama, even if we're all thinking it. I am in love with this sprite. Not literally. I don't have feelings or have any sort of attraction to this. I need to stop talking. It looks like a God of War boss. I wanted to do Arceus fusions, and you guys voted against it! If Arceus got an origin form of its own in Legends of Arceus, this is what it would look like. This thing is a beast. It's about to fuck somebody up. To see the fusions that didn't make the cut, check out the VOD. Make sure to watch my other videos as well. I upload every single Monday. A special thank you to the supporters of this channel, and thank you for watching.